Good evening, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I'm going to show you this 2015 HYUNDAI i30 Active. That is a really poor attempt at some sort of trickery lighting, didn't work at all. Never mind. Anyway, let's have a look at this car. So as we were saying, this car over here is a 2015 HYUNDAI 1.4 Active. It's a VVC, which is a variable valve timing model in terms of how the engine works. Anyway, we'll go through all that in a sec. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage. Unfortunately, I'm using the workshop this evening because it got too dark before I got a chance to do the video. So this particular car, as we were saying, is a HYUNDAI i30 1.4 in an active specification. We are a family-run business in operation for almost 70 years. So if you are coming to spend money at a garage like this, you can be damn sure that the after-sales service is there to look after you after spending your hard-earned money. The car will come with a warranty until 2020. It has roadside assist that we'll put on the car. It'll come serviced. And we're now going to have a look just to see what it's like in terms of condition and specification. So let's have a look. Okay, so as we were saying, this car is first of all in a really nice grey metallic colour. Because it's a 2015, there is some significant differences on the car. So starting at the very front of the car, the first thing we'll see is how the lighting setup works. So let's just turn off the lights for a minute. So starting off, if you are basically turning on that car first thing, it will have nice daytime running lamps, which are all these little LEDs all the way in through there, so they come down and complement the shape on the bottom of the fog lamp on both sides. After that then, and the cool thing about these actually is because in Ireland traditionally a lot of people used to always like having their parking lights on with their front fog lights. Then daytime running lights came in and you weren't able to use your parking lights with the daytime running lights, but HYUNDAI actually decided, oh god, I think around 3 years ago, to change that. So it meant then that you could actually have the parking lights on as well as the daytime running lights. After that, once the headlights turn on, the daytime runners along here disengage, and then after that we can also put on our front fog lights in through there as well. So nice lighting features on the front of the car, and they work very, very well. Because this is a 2015, there is a nice big grille on the front, which is that cascading style grille, and then after that there's 3 little slot bars all the way in through there. As you move around to the side of the car then, that is complemented by this chrome section. So if you have a look at a 2014, it'll have chrome in the front, but the grille is going to be slightly different, and it won't normally from the factory have that nice chrome section down along through there. Subtle thing, but it looks really, really well. And then in 2015 they got these really, really nice diamond cut alloy wheels. What I mean by diamond cut is, if you see the way it's quite reflected, that finish, it's a machine basically that creates that flat surface and gives it that polished sort of finish overall. And then inside there's these little spokes as well. And what's cool is when the brake dust gets in there, it doesn't become as obvious because you have the bright sections on the outside and the darker sections in the inside, where they'll kind of mask off that dirty look that you get on an alloy wheel sometimes, for example, after they get dirty, like what's on this Honda Accord at the moment. And then you got to go power washing. Okay, the front of the car, very, very nice condition. It is hard to see. I do apologise about the workshop, but if we have a look along the bonnet all the way through there, nice condition throughout, as is the front of the bumper and all the way down along through here. So far I would say anyone that comes to look at the car will be very happy. That wheel is in excellent condition. Behind there you'll have anti-lock brakes. You'll also have emergency brake assist and emergency brake distribution, all things that basically allow you to have full braking pressure applied, but also keep full control of the steering wheel. That wing is in excellent condition, as is this door and the quarter panel. So all really, really good so far. The windows have a nice just UV tint on them, and then sometimes for customers what we will do, if they requested, we can tint the back windows for a privacy sort of effect. That rear wheel over there is also in excellent condition. The car needs to go through our workshop. Tyres look pretty good, brakes look okay, but again, we do need to get it in. Mileage is nice and low though on this car, 19,000 miles right now, which is about 31,000 kilometres. Just in case you're wondering why it's reading miles, we do bring these cars in from the north of Ireland. We established trade contacts, God, years and years ago. I'm here 10 years and we've been doing it that long. So trusted sources. But okay, why we do it? We didn't sell these cars brand new. They came into Ireland but in a much lower spec. called, we'll say, the first, well actually the only petrol options back then were a classic model. So a classic model didn't have the same sort of features, and also back then in Ireland, if you went in, you would be bet into a diesel car with low road tax, because that's just the way people were at the time. So these cars, because they didn't sell brand new in Ireland at the time in this specification, and also because the whole diesel epidemic at that time, where everyone was buying diesel, people didn't buy the petrol cars. So now, because of that, they don't exist. So that's why we got to source them, because a lot of people are looking for them now. I really love this colour. I think it looks really, really nice on that car. So anyway, all the way down the side, as I was blabbing and yapping on there, the two wheels look to be in excellent condition. The quarter panel, the doors and the front wing, all in excellent condition as well. So far everything is all good. The lights are quite nice at the back. i30 of this generation is a particularly stylish looking car. Up along the top you've got a nice roof spoiler, and it just complements the shapes that you'll see on the bumpers. The bumper and onto the boot lid on the back. Parking sensors are standard on this particular model as well. In terms of the boot, I do apologise, it's going to be difficult to see because the lighting is not brilliant, but just bear with me if you do want better quality video, or actually if you log onto the site www.fitzpatricksgarages.ie, you'll see this car under 2015 i30s, and it'll give you an idea of what it's like, but I assure you it's excellent condition overall. Down through here then we have another hidden storage area, and if I lift this up, we've got our spare wheel in under there, which is a rare thing, I keep saying it, but a lot of manufacturers are doing away with them. The boot is very, very good, and then the other cool thing about the boot on these cars is if you open up, actually I'm going to open up all the doors for a sec, because we want to get some lighting so we can see what the inside of the car is like. But what you do with these seats is you can fold them as well. So there's a little flap that comes out through there. So if I pull it forward, that means the seats come up. That's fine. And then secondly, I can just drop down this headrest here, which is really a two-handed job. So one sec. What do you think that for a sound effect? So that drops down, and then you got a nice flat section going forward all the way through there, and we can do it on the other side as well again, and that starts to give you a better idea. It is quite a long boot, it's a good boot. And also then, because of the hidden area underneath, if you want, you can, oops, let's get the seat back in place. If you want, you can take out this section here, so you can lift that up. You can take out that plastic and foam section there, and it actually brings down the boot floor just a little bit further again. If you're somebody that's saying, do you know what, I don't need that false floor, it'll be more beneficial to have the space. Right, in terms of the back, storage, bins down here. Door cards in excellent condition. We've got a child lock over here, got electric rear window over here, nice brush aluminium finish along the doors, and then after that, over on both sides, you have 3 3-point safety belts. Oops, can't talk through the window. Let's let that down. No, child lock is on. 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts. Armrest actually in the centre. I hadn't realised that. That's cool. So that drops down with a drinks holder, and then we've got Isofix over here on this side, and I've got Isofix on the other side as well for child seats, for anchoring child seats down. So that's all pretty good. And then in terms of having passengers across, actually the mats are still in that car as well, which is really rare actually, because a lot of the time they do be taken out, or they do be a bit worn. So these ones are quite good actually. This car is in really nice condition. Rear door over here, the door card, all very nice condition throughout. And then if we move up front, let's go around and have a look at the passenger one first. So I think, guys, anyone that comes to look at the car, they will be extremely happy with the condition of the car. That seat is in very nice condition, as is the floor down there. Again, brushed aluminium effects. Over here, we can turn off the passenger airbag if we want. There's an airbag there for the passenger. There's an airbag in the side of the passenger seat. There's an airbag up high. All those doors have side impact protection bars. Actually, Hyundai is one of the only self-sufficient companies in the world, as in they supply all their own raw materials. They make their own steel, and actually one of the byproducts of that is their steel is actually one of the highest tensile steels for any cars produced. So in terms of safety, that is a really, really positive thing, purely because they have the ability to do it because they are massive steel producers. There you go, that's fact of the day. Right, electrics for windows front and rear, electrics for mirrors over here, child locks in through there. And then, by the way, just that driver's seat in very nice condition. It is height adjustable, and also then down here there's lumbar in here for your lower back. Right, if I sit into this car, first things first, I got an armrest over here. Actually, I'm going to switch this around for a sec. So looking at the car down through here, I will have, oops, okay, electrics for my windows and mirrors over here, that's fine. After that then I have an armrest down through here. I got some drinks holders over there, and then I have my nice 6 forward gearbox with reverse up and over like so with my parking sensors. After that then I got a USB connector in through here with auxiliary. I got 12 volt outlet number 1, I got 12 volt outlet number 2, so no shortage of power. iPod's going to play music or charge in through here, iPhone, and actually anything USB, all basically modern devices working off USB now. All will charge through there, and music devices then will play it through there. You can Bluetooth music, which is fine, but you've got to start it on your phone. This one's a little bit handier. Once you plug it in through USB, it's working more like part of the system. It's like it's hardware. It's like using the car, basically. Right, heating controls in through here. Rear demister, front demister, central locking, traction control, stability program, all that kind of stuff there, which is always turned on. Where do you want the air to blow? Radio in through here, which is going to be up and out for volume and left and right and all that kind of stuff. Or if you're playing different types of music media, like as in your iPod we talked about down there, or Bluetoothing it or whatever it is. Steering wheel over here is multifunctional, so it means I got cruise control in through here. I have this function here which is changing information in here, such as sport or normal or comfort mode, so I can have it on normal, or I can press this button again and put it onto sport, which is getting a little bit heavier, or else I can go back into comfort, and real simple, straightforward, useful for parking. I kind of like it, and you're probably not meant to. Most people prefer heavy steering. I like it when it's light, which obviously means I'm a crap driver. So cruise control in through here, and then over here I can just turn my radio for a sec, and I can
please say a command.
FM 104.
FM 104.
So the radio will pick up your voice activation, or else if I had my phone in, I'd say call John or whoever John is, something like that. Answer and hang up down through here, volume controls and all various other types of controls for radio in through there. And then lights are on the outside, follow me home in the way that if I leave my lights on and then I want to walk around to the front door of the house or something like that, I can lock the car, lights are still on, and then I can gone. So really, really handy. Or if I walk back out, lights are back on, so it just means I can see exactly what I'm doing. Anyway, that is our really nice VVC by the way, 1.4 engine, road tax 270 quid, fuel efficiency very, very simple, straightforward, 40 to 45 miles per gallon in around towns, 45 to 50 on longer runs. Variable valve timing just means it doesn't use all the valves that are in the engine, it shuts them down at lower speeds, so you're not using as much fuel as you need to be using. So that is pretty much it. Hopefully this car is of interest. It's really nice condition. It's a 1.4 petrol car for someone that's not doing the mileage. These cars make an awful lot of sense, and they're quite a good looking car. As you're saying, warranty is going to run until 2020, and then we'll give you roadside assist, and the car will also come serviced, and we can do finance because we deal all the major lenders, and if you've got a trade-in, we can trade in any car that you have. So hopefully this particular i30 is of interest. Any information you want, if you come to the garage, please do ask for Brian. It helps do these videos, so it'd be nice if you ask for me when I come. And the other thing, when you come even. And then the other thing as well is any information you want, finance, trade-ins, all that kind of stuff, 086 843 1945. I'd be quite happy to give that information. Thank you for taking time to watch, and hopefully this particular car is of interest to you.